What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shooky from Shook Earth Media, and today we are back again with Life is Strange comic. This is Life is Strange Settling Dust issue 3, and we are one issue from the end. If you saw the end of my previous review, the previous issue was essentially the climax, and this is extended fallout. I was wondering how we're going to get 2 more issues out of this at the end of last issue, and it's just we're just meandering about, and it's really it feels unnecessary to me. We could have condensed it and had all this last issue. I wasn't really happy with how it wrapped up last issue, if you guys remember my review. And I just felt like it was snap your fingers, everything back to normal. It didn't feel like a struggle. There wasn't any real payoff or any. It was just all of a sudden, now Max can cross through the dimensions again. I don't really understand the mechanics of it. Something about the storm. It doesn't really. To me, it just felt way too easy, and I didn't really see that character growth I like to see. So, in this issue, did nothing to reverse that opinion. I assumed with 2 issues left that we'd be getting some new conflict in here. That we'd be getting, oh, maybe the old world is starting to peek back in. Maybe like episode 5 of the original game when she's like stuck in this limbo between worlds or something. Anything. I don't know. But instead, we just get, it's a bunch of fan service stuff. And, usually that's a good thing. But it's really it's not working for me either. So if you're already signing off the video because I didn't really care for this, that I respect you. Thanks for watching. Peace out. But I'm not here to be a hater. I'm not satisfied with this. The art is fantastic. Of course, they're going back to Arcadia Bay. I don't think that was really a big surprise. But the dialogue here, dude, I just don't really understand what we're going for at all. I mean, there's this whole subplot. Max's parents are mentioned here, and they haven't been a part of the story at all. And now, all of a sudden, it's mentioned that Chloe. I understand Chloe was near them, and they didn't know where Max went, and they were concerned about it, and they had her putting up missing girl posters. But for some reason, they're saying they don't want to be in Seattle because they don't want to be near Chloe's parents. But isn't that conflict resolved now that Max is back? I don't understand why it's too much, quote unquote, too much to be close to them now that Max is back. I understand when Max was missing, it was rough. But now that she's not missing anymore, how is that? I don't get it. She's like, I can't believe what you had to go through for me. I mean, I don't even understand that phrase because, like, they both went through the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So I don't really get it. Yeah, and I mean, this is just filling in some of the backstory. Honestly, information we didn't really need. I don't mind it, though. But yeah, and then we get this thing, like, this page is good. I like this page, and then oh, no more lies. You don't need to lie to me anymore. What? When did Chloe lie to you? Did I miss something? Are they lying to each other? I mean, Chloe does kind of lie habitually to a certain extent. She has some, mental issues. But I don't understand what we're going for here. I get, like, oh, it's romantic, but we already had this, like, romantic payoff, and there's more of it in this issue as well. We're just overdoing it at this point. So, I don't know. And then she's like, you don't need to say sorry again, which is like, yeah, I don't know why she's apologizing so much. And yeah, and then she goes into like, oh, I hated you because when I missed you, and like, I don't know. This whole thing didn't really work for me. And she's like, we don't need to wear these anymore. And they bracelets. I must, maybe I'm just forgetting about these bracelets. I don't remember anything about these bracelets. So that part I didn't get. So it's just another, like, romantic page or whatever. And we've already had, multiple kisses at this point. It's like, I'm not getting anything new out of it. You know what I mean? This I do like. We're back at Arcadia Bay. and the Two Whales Diner has returned, except it's Joyce's diner now. And I like that aspect. Where is Joyce though? Is she did she die in the storm? I don't really what's going on with Joyce. I'm assuming that she's gone or something. It's probably answered, but I just forget at this point. And then Max is like, "Is this what the Prescott Foundation money did?" And it's Chloe's like, "It's way better than that. We didn't take a penny from the Prescotts. It's a locally community funded space by Arcadia Bay for Arcadia Bay." Okay, but it's not a community center though. It's a diner. This is a place of business, okay? So, what did you take out loans or are you going to pay it back? I mean, community funded. I I don't understand this issue with taking the Prescott's money. Okay, I get Nathan Prescott was an asshole and he in a different timeline murdered Chloe. He definitely deserves consequences for what he did with Jefferson and all that. But just take the money, man. Is this a situation where they offered the money and you're like, no? I mean, this is like True Colors, which I have a review of finally. I'll put in the iCard. But I have a review of that. And I mentioned in that review that they're like, they don't want to take the mining company's money, which, I understand, but my reasoning was that they should sue them to get even more of their money. But there's like this moral thing, like, I don't want this money. Like, just fucking take the money. Take the money. Just take it. I don't know. So yeah, and then Chloe's like, I needed this project and all that, and it's like, she project managed it all. Okay, but like, what experience does Chloe have in managing a construction project? And what experience does she have in managing anything? She could barely even manage her life. No offense, but like, she needed to learn things to get to this point. What does she know about running a business? What does she know about starting an LLC? What does she know about taxes? Like, there's about having employees. All these different things that she would need to learn. Like, I just feel like it's a little, I don't know, it's a little out of character for Chloe to suddenly know how to do all these things. But that's okay. And then Chloe has a garage next to the thing. So was that a community funded project as well? I don't know, man. Don't the community, like, don't they have their own houses they have to build and stuff too? Like, where's all this money coming from? So yeah, and there's an apartment in there, and it's supposed to be this feel good thing. And you know what? I do like seeing the diner again, so I'm not gonna hate on it too much. And Two Whales Garage, it's fun, But again, there's no conflict here, there's no struggle here, nothing really story wise that's interesting happening other than just, hey, it's member berries. Hey, you remember the Two Whales Diner? Remember? And this is the thing, like, my issue with this whole comic, one of them has been that they had never really addressed their own guilt at causing the storm. Like, it was implied in the original game that it was Max's storm, and they never really confront that in any meaningful way. And they barely even seem to like mourn the people that were lost. And we kind of get a call out to that here, and it's just like, dude, I don't understand how they don't feel guilty at all. I just want to point out they got some vegan avocados. But are avocados usually vegan? What's special about these avocados? I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, and then there's like a memorial thing, and then she's like, after all this time, I could finally grieve for them because I saw some pictures on a wall. I don't get it. I don't get it. I would feel very guilty immediately. I would have been mourning this whole time. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's fine, I guess. And then we get Alyssa coming in, and I like this part too. I like Alyssa showing up, but again, it's in more member berries. But Alyssa shows up, and she's the girl that Max repeatedly saved, or it's a choice to save her. But this comic takes it, as canon that Max did that. So we saved her from stumbling in the pool, from all this other stuff, and then finally from something in the storm, like I think like hitting her or something like that. So you get to save her at the end. It's really, I like that touch in the original game. So she comes back and it's kind of nice. But she says, look, you work here too? I volunteer, yeah. Volunteer? Is this not a place of business where people exchange currency for... Is this a soup kitchen? What the fuck is going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you volunteer at a place that sells things? Like, demand a fucking paycheck. I don't get it. I don't get it. And like, and there's also a sign here that says every, what does it say? You guys can't see it, but it's like LGBTQ friendly RPG, and it's like I don't know. Every RPG group I've been in is already friendly to that. So it's all good. Never mind. It's mostly open-minded people I know of that play RPGs. So I whatever. That's fine. But yeah, and then we get a nice, a thank you scene, and I never know if I ever really said thank you for saving her. You were my guardian angel, and it's more member berries and all that. And then Max says back at you. It's like, what are you thanking her for? I don't get that either. So yeah, and then she almost slips again. So that's a nice little joke. But again, it's a fun little cameo, but it doesn't really have any significance to the overall story. So yeah, and then there's a call from Victoria Chase. And the way it's phrased here, she's like, and answer gallery ASAP, please. Check your damn cell. Which is funny and stuff, but it's like, you're talking to her. She wouldn't say answer gallery ASAP, please. Right? I mean, I don't know. I'm being picky at this point. But, yeah, and then Victoria, yeah, we already know what's going on with Victoria. And then they get back to the apartment. We don't even get to see inside it. I will say I do like the environments, but again, where did the money for the apartment come in? Like, is this community funded too? Community funded apartment? I don't understand. Can everybody come hang out in the apartment? Like, bitch, I pay for this. I wanna sit on the couch. Let me take a nap. I don't know, man. And then they they sign their names, and then time passes, and Chloe's hair changes, and then Tristan comes back with the other dude. And apparently, this is the guy who fell off the cliff and got hurt, and then Max rewound time. And then she finds out here that, because she didn't rewind time in this version of the universe, Tristan likes a wounded man, and that led to them getting together. This must have happened off screen, or I just don't remember, because I didn't notice any of that. And it's supposed to be cute and everything. It's too much. We've had too many cutesy pie romantic things. I'm like, where's the story? Am I the only one who's like, okay, where's the, like, it's overcoming adversity? It's just an extended epilogue, And it's not even like Lord of the Rings epilogue where we had, like, additional conflict, It's just like, and then they had an apartment, and then they had a diner, and then they had a garage. It's like, how does Chloe have all this time to manage the diner and do the work in the garage? And she must have so many employees. Does she have an accountant? Like, there's so many things. At this point, this is like, hundreds of thousands of dollars of business if you're running both of these businesses. I don't know. It's not. They're not even thinking about any of that. What it actually means to run a business. It's just kind of funny. And then he's like, what's the phrase you have? No pain, no gain? Who, them? Did they say that? I don't know, man. And then I like this scene with Max and Tristan, and they're talking about the accident thing, like I mentioned. And then Tristan's like, I finally chosen something, and he's happy with it. That's all good. I will say, why is it such a certainty that these two are gonna, like, stay together? Like, Max and Chloe have more history, but I don't know. A lot of relationships don't end up working out. I don't know. Anyways, so, yeah. And then, we just kind of finish off with this conversation, and that's really it. They talk about how Max sees these flickers, but it's just a window. But to walk through the door, there had to be a space to walk into. So there had to be an empty place in the universe. And this is just her theory on things. And, you know, that's fine, I guess. But, like, there wouldn't the space that she left in this universe when she went to the other one, was that space filled when she couldn't come back? Why couldn't she just come back right away? Wasn't that space that she left still there immediately? I don't know, man. I'm overthinking it for sure. But you know what? It makes the time we shared more precious. And Chloe's right. I want to keep all of it. I did like that part where Chloe's like, "Don't, if you could rewind this, would you?" And then Chloe's like, "No, I wouldn't change anything." It's like, yeah, she got a nice apartment, she got a business, she got all this other stuff. Max, she lined up so much shit while you were gone, bro. You were slacking. Chloe's got so much shit now. So yeah, I ultimately I didn't really get much from this issue at all, you know, which is, you know, it's a kind of unfortunate. And then this True Colors thing is becoming a meme to me at this point. Because I was like, oh, this guy's going to show up and now he's going to tell her all of his life issues. And yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And yeah, this is the longest fucking bus ride ever to Haven. And Alex, at this point, now that I've played True Colors, I know Alex at this point, she hadn't yet really opened up to people in any significant way. So the fact that, like, she's just so talkative on this bus seems, like, out of character. And it's just like, I've never been on a bus ride where I've had this many conversations, man. And then he's like, he's like, "No, it's not my seat, but you were blocking the aisle." Bro, there's so much space. What do you mean? Blocking what? You could just walk right through there? Bruh. What a wimp. What a pussy. I mean, just straight up. And then she's like, "I'm Alex, and now we're gonna talk about your feelings next episode, even though I already know your feelings because I have a superpower." Okay, so yeah, this issue, honestly, I thought this issue was bad. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You probably disagree because you're super Life is Strange fans. And it really feels like anytime I criticize something, I'm always getting dislikes and hate and stuff, which is fine, you know, I expect it. But, like, I want you guys need to think critically about these things. Just because you like the franchise doesn't mean that you can't criticize it. You know, I like the original game. I gave True Colors a positive review. You can check it out. But, you know, it's just like, you shouldn't reject somebody for questioning things. You know, I'm not a hater. So I just want to put that across. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys, if you want to see more Life is Strange videos, we're going to review the final comic. And then we have, like, highlight reels of my playthrough of True Colors that I've slowly been editing over time. It will be showing up probably in January, at least the first part. So, you know, if there's any interest in that, if there isn't much interest in that, I'll probably just not finish it. But, you know, we'll at least have the first part out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you disagree, you know, what do you like about this? What do you predict will happen next issue? You know, definitely if you disagree, tell me why you disagree with me, and that's totally cool. Like, I don't disrespect you for not liking it, but yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Hit that like button if you like this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.